up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jumpman Crypto. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. And guys, I hope you enjoyed that little intro that I put out today. I thought it was pretty hilarious. We have a lot of things to talk about today. We've had a few things that happened today with Jerome Powell, Donald Trump, even things with Trump and Cuba. And we have a lot of key dates that are coming up on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I want to go over some stocks, crypto, some crypto news, and a little certain thing that I like to invest in, guys. It's a little bit different from what I usually talk about. But you know what? I thought I would just share it with you guys. If you guys would dig it or not, that's fine. But look, it's like I always tell you guys, there's a bull run somewhere, and there's always great to have little investments here and there. Remember, it's not always great to have all your eggs in one basket. It's something that I've been, had a really deep passion since the 90s. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let me just share it with the people. If they like it, cool. If not, then we won't talk about it anymore. But like I said, the whole goal is to try to bring as much attention to the channel as possible. 2026, I had a lot of goals set for myself. We started off a little rocky, but at the end of the day, guys, look, you know what? I believe in myself, as a person, and I believe that, you guys should also have that same mindset as well. As a person that's, new to content creation, this is a little hard, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's not supposed to be easy. So if you guys are rocking with me, please show some support down there in the comment sections. And like I always say, guys, let's get into this. All right, so we had some beef today between Donald Trump and Jay Powell. We're going to go ahead and take a quick little listen and see what's going on between these two. We might have to get the gloves out for these two gentlemen, but look, Trump had some pretty fiery stuff to say, and then we'll go ahead and play what Jay Powell has to say, and then we'll get into some of this crypto news real quick, guys. So listen on with me.
Thinking about bringing a suit against Powell for incompetence, because think of it, these aren't outstanding buildings. These are small buildings. He said $4 billion more. It's going to end up costing more than $4 billion. $4 billion. It's the highest price of construction. Again, Democrats, highest price of construction per square foot in the history of the world. Gorgeous monuments are built for a much smaller price. So we're thinking about bringing a gross incompetence, what's called gross incompetence lawsuit. It's gross incompetence against Powell. The guy's just incompetent. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. He's just a very incompetent man. We're thinking about bringing a...
And then let's hear what Jay Powell had to say. He came out shortly after and
Good evening.
Said his piece.
On Friday, the Department of Justice served the Federal Reserve with grand jury subpoenas, threatening a criminal indictment related to my testimony before the Senate Banking Committee last June. That testimony concerned in part a multi-year project to renovate historic Federal Reserve office buildings. I have deep respect for the rule of law and for accountability in our democracy. No one, certainly not the chair of the Federal Reserve, is above the law. But this unprecedented action should be seen in the broader context of the administration's threats and ongoing pressure. This new threat is not about my testimony last June or about the renovation of the Federal Reserve buildings. It is not about Congress's oversight role. The Fed, through testimony and other public disclosures, made every effort to keep Congress informed about the renovation project. Those are pretexts. The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president. This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation. I have served at the Federal Reserve under 4 administrations, Republicans and Democrats alike. In every case, I have carried out my duties without political fear or favor, focused solely on our mandate of price stability and maximum employment. Public service sometimes requires standing firm in the face of threats. I will continue to do the job the Senate confirmed me to do, with integrity and a commitment to serving the American people. Thank you.
So that's pretty crazy, man. We have had a lot of stuff that's been said between these two over the last few months. I don't know if you guys remember, the comments that Trump has been making towards Jay Powell. I know a lot of people have their own opinions about Jay Powell and Trump. You guys below, let me know what you guys think about all that. As far as me, in my personal opinion, I think Jay Powell's done an okay job. I think we've gone through a lot of stuff with this whole COVID situation. So you know what, look, I don't really have a dog in this race, but You guys shared with me below what you guys think about all this. And all okay, in other news, guys, look, this is kind of bullish in regards to Solana and X. And compliments of the news was broken through Cryptos R Us. Shout out to Cryptos R Us, by the way. So Solana is integrated into X, allows users to trade, tip, mint NFTs, and use DeFi directly on the app. So this is super bullish for Solana and X. Look, guys, I know a lot of people have been caught off guard with all this price dipping and stuff like that, but it's like I keep telling you guys over and over and over, guys, that there is stuff happening behind the backgrounds when people are panic selling and people are getting out of crypto because they think that it's over with. You have every single YouTuber right now saying that the 4-year cycle is in play and that, start buying back in, October in 2026. I have to kind of revert you guys back to 2019 and 2020 era. This is where I think it's going to kind of play out almost exactly the same. Maybe not exactly the same, but it's going to have a lot of similarities. And I think a lot of people are going to get caught off guard by this. And by the time they actually notice that we're back, bull run back on, it's going to be too late. So look, I'm not saying that the bull market's starting right now, guys, but there are things that are happening in the background. So I'm just saying, guys, look, stay ready. And please, like I said, don't give up. You have to have faith, and you have to have, you have to have a little bit of faith as a mustard seed. And hopefully, like I said, with the next maybe 5 to 6 months, we should see some changes in the market structure. Okay. Real quick, guys, we have a Fed meeting on the 28th of January. We have about a 5% chance of rate cuts. The next one's going to be on the 18th. We have about 27% chance. And then the next one's going to be April with about 35%. Okay. This Tuesday we have, Tuesday we have CPI on Tuesday, PPI on Wednesday, and then we have U.S. imports on Thursday. Okay, so on the 14th, guys, that's going to be a really big day. I think that's going to be the day that we should be getting some type of answers between, the clarity bill. I think that's on the 15th. And then we should have, I think, tariff announcements on Wednesday as well. So this is when the Supreme Court's going to give us an idea if we're going to have, tariffs in play or not. Trump did come out and say that they have a backup plan to this. So, guys, I would just be really cautious on, leverage trading and stuff like that. If you guys are trading leverage or doing any type of calls or puts or whatever, just be careful. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of volatility on those days. So just keep that on your radar. And also in other news, Coinbase could withdraw backing for the Clarity Act if the bill goes beyond disclosure requirements and restricts stablecoin rewards for users. So I think that's kind of big as well. So let's hopefully, hope that this stuff gets ironed out by the time these guys, get ready to negotiate this out. And real quick, guys, if you guys are trading crypto or anything like that, remember, we like to use BenUX. The links will always be below. Remember, if you don't know how to trade leverage, you should be joining a group that shows you how to do this. We do show you how to do that in our group. So the links will be below to the Patreon as well. You guys are more than welcome to join us there, and you can take your trading to the next level with us. Okay. All right, guys. So like I said, I wanted to go over a few things. I want to hit this stock up real quick, guys. If you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you guys know that I like Nike stock. Look, Nike stock is a legacy brand that we will always wear. I think Nike is going to be around forever. And we all know that tariffs and a few of their bad business decisions have led to them to be in a pretty crazy price action right now. So the price is around 65.90, and it looked like we were getting a little bit of a pump last week when tariffs was supposedly going to be off the table. So maybe this might be a good play, regardless if tariffs stay on or off. I do think that one day, Nike will rebound and hopefully get back up to this upper $100 level. So I've been taking positions right here on Nike, guys. Right now, I think we just came down here, to $57 around December. Obviously, Nike's going to have some good Christmas volume and stuff like that. So I am looking maybe hopefully by sometime around, third quarter, we could probably see ourselves right back up here around this $88 to maybe $90. So Nike is a stock that I've been kind of accumulating more and more as well. And a few other stocks I've been kind of keeping on the radar. Obviously, Circle. You guys know that I've been talking about that as well. A few of the treasury altcoins like SUI, which is a TXXS, and then ETHU, and then I think it's XXRP. Those are the 2x leverage positions that we've been talking about for a long time. But I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about a few altcoins, guys, that I've been looking at on the shorter time frames. We've been looking at a few breakouts that are looking like they're about to pop off with SUI. I'm sorry, not SUI, Say, Aave, Ethereum, Arrow, and Pyth Network. And I think we went over Ondo in my last video. I want to touch back over that one real quick with you guys real quick. Okay, so, guys, look, I've been really bullish on Say. Obviously, it's getting beat down like a lot of the other altcoins. I think that once we start getting back bullish, guys, I think it's not impossible for us to go back up here into this upper 20-cent zone. So if you guys have been accumulating all through these dips, I think we have a good opportunity of making a good 2x off this. If you guys are sitting on the sidelines looking for a good entry, I would probably start setting some orders up around here in this 11.95 zone, around these bigger wicks right here. If you guys are not if you guys are okay with sweating a little bit, I'm saying you as in I would take a position and, kind of just DCA on it. If we go down a little bit, maybe you can take it back down here to the 200-day moving average, which would be around 12.13. And then, like I said, if you want to just do it for small time profits, you can go ahead and take profits to the next resistance area around 13.58. But in my opinion, guys, this is a good long-term hold. Say, remember, still has a lot of the bullish stuff, with stable coins, and, the state of Wyoming is backing these guys. It's just, like I said, the conditions have not been met yet, guys. There's still a lot of fear in the markets and stuff like that, especially with all this stuff with Trump and then, global politics. All these things are in play right now. So, I'm I can't say it with 100%, guys, but I'm pretty much 99.9% confident that once the markets resume back, you'll be seeing Say at 36 cents again. Okay. The next one's going to be Aave. Remember, guys, we were buying that low. I keep telling you guys, we're hitting that low at 46 cents. Right now we're at 170. Okay. We're going to have some big resistance up here around in this 200 zones right here. And we have a little bit some here at this 183. If we were able to get back up to 183 past that area, we can easily come back up here to 205. And then back over here in November, guys, we were sitting at $232. So I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy journey, but remember, Aave is still the #1 DeFi lending protocol. The next one in line is going to be Morpho. You guys know that I tend to like Morpho a little bit better, but this is still a great project that's on a really good discount right now. So if you guys are looking for, that DeFi protocol, guys, this is going to be the one. So next up is going to be Ethereum. Guys, on Ethereum, I'm actually really surprised that we've been able to kind of hold this 2,800 level. We have not dipped below 3,000 for almost, it seems like almost a week already, right? Or 2 weeks. So we've been looking really nice. I think we got a little close right here in the beginning of January. We went down here to 3,053, but for the most part, guys, we're getting this bullish cross right here on the 30-minute time frame. We do have resistance up here at 3,300. I would like to see us get up to this 3,500, hopefully in the next week or so. So, on the market side for B, we're looking okay. We have a little bit of of toppiness over here in the shorter time frames. So if we check down here on the 3 hour and the 2 hour, we still look like we can still run up a little bit more. So I'm going to be watching to see if we can get above this 3,300 level, probably set a stop loss there, just to lock in some profits just in case we do come back down. Okay. Next coin is Aerodrome. Guys, what's up with Aerodrome. We talk about it all the time. This is my favorite one. I even did a video on it earlier today about it. This is going to be probably the best coin for somebody that's just looking to make some gains and looking for a little bit of risk in their portfolio. Airdrome is going to be the one. We have some resistance over here at 62 cents. So we're able to get past that and hold up. Then hopefully we can get back up here to 74 cents. I don't think that we're going to be getting anywhere into the dollar zones anytime soon. But if you guys are looking to make some swing trades on that, it's going to be a pretty good pickup for you right here. We got some support down here at 53 cents. So set some orders there to pick up Aerodrome. Okay, next is going to be Pyth Network, guys, is another coin that's super oversold. I think right here around Christmas Day, we were sitting at 5.5 cents. And since then, we've been kind of trading around over here close to this 7 cent zone. We are still massively down from its all-time high, guys. I think the all-time high was like around $1.20. And I think we're almost, 90% down from its all-time high. So it has a long way to go. $1.15. So look, I do think that this is going to be one of my biggest sleeper picks. I think that, this is going to be the one that's going to hopefully get a 10x when stuff starts coming back alive. Obviously, like I said, it's going to take some time. But guys, like my boy Vin Diesel says, we ain't got nothing but time, baby. And we're going to be DCing on this. If it goes to zero, hey, we're going to be putting lunch money on here. But I think at the end of the day, guys, this is going to be the one. We can probably get back up here to 16 cents. That would be a nice 2.5x, 3x, okay? So just keep that on the radar, guys, okay? And then let's see. Let's look up Ondo real quick. We went over it in our last video, but we didn't really get technical on it. Let's go ahead and pop up some levels on this bad boy real quick. Ondo is looking real good. We got some support down here at 37 cents. Set some limit orders up here at 0.3943. That would be some positions that I'm looking at. Maybe we might get this breakout and get a nice push up to around 46, 47 cents. If you guys are looking just for, a quick little in and out, quick and sleazy little trade right there, that's about 17 cents. If you're using leverage 3x, that's about maybe 40, 50% right there. So just, write that down. Alrighty, guys. So real quick, man, let's go over something real quick that I want to talk to you guys. And this is probably where everybody's gonna be clicking off the channel, guys. But look, I wanted to share something with you guys. Look, I've been investing in Pokemon for a long time, guys. This has been a niche that I really, really do love. And I hope you guys can just hear me out, please. Look, everybody knows what Pokemon is. I'm pretty sure we all see YouTube and Facebook posts or people going crazy buying all this stuff out the stores. But there are specific, there's specific volume boxes that are going to do really, really well. And this certain little saga right here, which is called Destined Rivals, I do believe that this is going to be one of the greatest long-term holds, guys, that that Pokemon, I'm not gonna go as crazy as say ever seen, but I think it's gonna be one of their best sets that they've had. And the reason being is because everybody knows Team Rocket, guys. It's a real popular set. And like I said, I messed up really bad a while back. I had a lot of these booster boxes. I bought these for about $200 back in 2022. Now these boxes are worth about $2,800. So this was obviously almost a 12x in about 3 years. So again, guys, not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go to your local Walmart or Target and go buy out every single one of these packets or booster boxes, guys. But all I'm saying is that, look, if you're already a Pokemon investor, if you're somebody that has interest into it already, I'm just telling you guys, keep an eye out on this specific set. I think, in my opinion, that this set's going to do really well. I think that this set could be the next evolving Skies 2.0. And like I said, this will probably be the last time I ever talk about this, on ties with, crypto plebs. But like I said, I wanted to, do a little experiment. If it does well, then we'll talk about it more. If not, then we'll just kind of separate it and we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, look, I wanted to come out here and just give you guys some updates on stuff and let you guys keep you in the loop about everything that I'm doing. Again, guys, everything that I say is not financial advice. Remember, I'm just some guy that's on YouTube with an opinion. Always make sure that you are consulting with, your significant others or talking to a financial advisor, and make sure that, guys, that you have the right risk appetite to what you're doing. I really want to say something before I close this off, guys. If you find yourself, constantly, stressing out, using stop losses and just trying to swing trade because you're afraid of losing money, then you may be over allocated into your assets, guys. And I just recommend, guys, please, if you need help with anything, feel free to reach out to me. You're always welcome to @ me in the Discords, or, reach out to any of the moderators, or reach out to anybody that, knows what they're doing, because this can be really confusing to people that are by themselves in this market. And I just ask, guys, like, look, You'll know that you're in a good group when you have people that are there supporting you, helping you guys out. And I just encourage you guys to please, look around for great groups that are doing that. They're around. You just got to continue to search around them. There's a lot of great influencers that I know. Some of them, hey, they're just out here to make a buck. And, I'm not going to say, hey, that's right or wrong. That's for you to decide. But at the end of the day, guys, I wish you guys well. Stay blessed. And remember, this too shall pass. All right. So y'all stay tapped in with your boy. We're going to schedule a live stream hopefully sometime this week. And we'll see you guys on the flip. Jumpman out.